All right, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Want to give double honors to the apostles of great milestone that do rule well. Salutations to the men of the whole land, saints elect. His markers are from a Trinidad camp. Just want to do a little edification for the elect's sake. And the name of this lesson would be, recluse. And I want to just go into the word recluse to look up the meaning. It says a person who lives in seclusion or apart from society, often for religious meditation. It says a religious, voluntary, immured in a cave, hut, or the like, or one remaining within a cell for life. It says shut off or apart from the world, living in seclusion, often for religious reasons, characterized by seclusion, solitary. All right. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, us being in truth, bringing in knowledge, we have to be more reclusive. We have to recluse ourselves and stay away from the things of the world. All right. Hey, we know we in the world, but we're not a part of the world, and we're using it, but we're not abusing it. But the things that the world do, we have to separate ourselves from that, because the scripture said, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. So that the way of the wicked don't seduce us, we have to refrain, as the scripture say in Wisdom of Solomon 2, he abstained from our ways as uncleanness. All right. We have to treat the world like a menstruous cloth. We have to stay away from it and be reclusive from it, so that we don't get sullied by the things in the world and be spotted in the day of Yahweh Shai. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 18 verse 1. It says, through desire a man, having separated himself, seek and intermeddle it with all wisdom. So yes, when you come into this truth, you have to separate yourself so that you can be clean before the Lord and grow in this word. All right. You can't be in this truth and still want to hang with your worldly friends doing worldly things, because you're not going to grow. All right. You're not going to grow. And evidently the Lord going to show you in the spirit that this is not the place where you're supposed to be. So He's going to make sure that, if you can't separate from your friends, that your friends, they're going to separate from you. All right. That's how the Lord going to pay it down. All right. Because the Lord wants you to be clean. It says, be clean, not be the vessel of the Lord. All right. You have to separate yourself. That is what the word holy means. The word holy means separate. So as a holy nation, the Lord separated us from the other nations, because He don't want us to be a part of the nations, so that the nations would entice us to do the things that they were doing. Hence the reason when we didn't cast out the nations, we started doing the things that the other nations did. All right. And that is why we have to be reclusive as a people of the Lord. All right. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion had light with darkness? All right. So like these other groups, they want to intermingle with one another. Guess what? The Lord not about mingling. All right. When you look up the word confusion, it means that when things mingled. So we're not going to have all these seminars and coming together with these other camps that have different beliefs. It all just going to end with confusion. All right. So you have to be reclusive. All right. You can't be in GMS. I want to be watching IUIC videos because you believe you could learn a thing or two from IUIC or from GOC or all these other groups. All right. You can't be having sit downs and fellowship with them. All right. And you can't be having too much dealings with people on the outside. All right. The scripture said, let righteous men eat with thee. All right. That's Ecclesiasticus 9:15. So you have to be reclusive, and not only reclusive from the people, but also the worldly things, like the type of music you listen to. You have to separate yourself from the things of the world. All right. You have to separate the things from the things of the world, because you are the temple of the Lord, and therefore the temple of the Lord have to be clean. All right. Verse 15, it says, and what concord had Mashiach with Belial? All right. Belial is like people of the world. Alright? These worthless children, we call them niggers in these times. Alright? You can't be lying with niggers. All they want to do is talk about adultery and smoke weed. Alright? And killing each other. Alright? The scripture said just Lot was vexed with the conversation of the wicked every day. Alright? So you have to be like just Lot. You're living among them, but you don't want to be a part of them. Alright? Or what part had he that believeth with an infidel? Alright? So that shows you have to be reclusive. It says, and what agreement had the temple of Yahweh with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. As Yahweh had said, I will dwell in them and walk in them. And I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahweh Shemiah Shai, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Alright? It says, come out from among them, ye that bear the vessels of the Lord. It's Isaiah 51. Alright? So you have to be separate from the things of the world, separate from the people of the world. You can't associate yourself, want to go club, want to go parties, and be all body with the people of the world. Alright? You have to be reclusive, because the things of the world, the scripture said, it will destroy you. It will pollute you. Alright? This is not your rest. Alright? Arise and depart. Alright? This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 2. It says, oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men. A wayfaring man is like a traveler. It says that I might leave my people and go from them, for they be all adulterers, an assembly of treacherous men. And they bend their tongues like their bows for lies, that they may, but they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth. For they proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, saith Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Alright, so even Jeremiah didn't want to be around 2/3 of Israel. And we have to be like these men. The scripture said, for what things were written aforetime was written for our learning, that we should comfort or the scriptures might have hope. Alright, so we have to be like Jeremiah, just want to be away from these niggers. Alright, be reclusive. You gotta have that reclusive mindset that though you're in the world, you don't want to be a part of it. So you just separate yourself. You separate yourself from them. Alright, because the mindset that they own, the mindset that you own, they not own. That's what the scripture said. It says, because you run not with them with the same excessive right, they speak evil of you. Because they be trying constantly, they be calling you mad, they be saying that you have devils, because they want you to do worldly things. They want you to do worldly things. Alright? They want you to do the things that are profane. So before you get tainted and sullied with them and you know, be a castaway, you know, separate yourself from the things of the world and the people of this world. Alright? This is the final precept here. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3. It says, thou therefore in your hardness, as a good soldier of Yahweh Mashiach, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. Alright? So you can't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. You have to be reclusive. Alright? You have to be reclusive. Alright? You have to be in a separate mindset where you just want to be holy and you don't want the things of the world to taint you. Alright? So that is the mindset that we ought to have. We can't want to be in the truth and in the world at the same time. It don't happen. Alright? So with that, I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh Shemiah Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of great mercy to rule well. Salutations to the men of the Hope Land, Saints Select. These markers are from the Trinidad camp saying Shalom and stay strong. Shalom.